So yesterday it was it's something I made up, but it's my 25th.5 birthday. So my birthday is October 17th, 1988. And as of yesterday, it's the 17th, it was the 6-month point until being 25. And I had all of these lofty goals for myself and things that I was going to do, like any other birthday or New Year's resolution. And I realized I hadn't done any of them. I was thinking about it. What was something that was important to me? I had spent 6 months of being 25. What was it that I wanted, and what did I want to do that was special? And it remembered something that I had long forgotten. When I was 15 years old, there was only one thing I wanted. At the time, it actually was from the theme from last story. I was sexually assaulted, and I told a counselor at school. I didn't really understood what happened to me, about this thing that had happened, and what can I do? How can I talk to my parents? And of course, that didn't go well. But one thing that helped me during that process was I started learning French. I had never had an interest in the language, the culture, the food, none of it. But my mother, by chance, had won a vacation, the only vacation of her life. She's worked her entire life as an accountant, as an agricultural worker in the fields of California, and as a housemaid. But she won a trip to Paris. And my mother, being the person that she is, the hard worker, wanted to learn French and speak to the Parisians. So she made little cards for every little thing around the house in French. So the wall, les murs, everything. And as a result, because I was grounded, I was in trouble at the time, I got stuck learning French with her. So those 6 months of 15, I learned French with my mother to the best of my ability. And my mother came back from France. She wrote me a little postcard. I was 15. I was much more interested in Japanese, And she said, "My dearest Heather, you would love Paris. You could there's so many people who speak different languages. You could practice your Japanese here." And after that, our relationship had changed forever. I became closer with my mother, but I had never fulfilled my wish to go to France. I speak the language. I have worked in 4 countries and have visited over 20. But I've never got to France. And I decided, now that you know, now that you're part of this too, I'm going to France. I found a program with the French consulate. It's the French-American traineeship program that brings young Americans, like myself and like yourselves, to France to do an internship and to learn about the culture. And because I'm in Rochester and I'm not in Paris, I'm going to embarrass myself possibly on the internet and make a resume cover letter for that. So thank you for being part of that journey, and I will never forget that goal of mine.